Middleweight bout here. Robert Whittaker coming in at -360 against Dricus du Plessis, coming in at +360. Over under 2.5 rounds, +130 for the over, -130 for the under. Dricus du Plessis, undefeated in the UFC. He's been on quite the run. Obviously, this is the #1 contenders fight to face Israel Adesanya next, if they are going to be healthy, if it's not a knock him out, drag him out type fight. Robert Whittaker coming in here. If you don't know by now, the only guy that he's lost to in the past 10 years is Israel Adesanya. I think that's pretty common knowledge, but if you didn't know that, there you go. And the clear #1 contender for a long time, and has been able to stop anybody that they put in front of him to possibly get a chance at Israel Adesanya. So that's why a lot of people are on Robert Whittaker. That's why the line looks like that. I don't know if I really want to take that -360, because this is a high-level fight, and odds are it might look a little bit closer to like a -200 for Robert Whittaker. And I think it's just been trendy to like kind of shit on Dricus du Plessis. Like, yeah. I think it's kind of warranted, because his fighting style looks so awkward, and it doesn't look like he has any skills whatsoever, because you watch him fight and he looks like he's going to fall over at any point in time, and he takes some really weird shots, but the guy's got some power on the feet. It's unorthodox. He can switch stances. He can take you down. He's got pretty good grappling. I look at the fight with Derek Brunson. He got put on his back by Derek Brunson in like the first minute of the fight, and was able to get out from Derek Brunson, who's like one of the best wrestlers in the middleweight division, and has great top pressure. He was able to get out from the bottom when he was in half guard. And I mean, just from that alone, the guy's got skills. Obviously submitted Darren Till, and he's got some knockouts, Trevin Giles and Marcus Perez, and obviously Derek Brunson. But Brunson was kind of he was gassed, and that was just it for that. So yeah, I mean, the wins don't age very well for Dricus du Plessis, but I don't know. Some's telling me, man, like the UFC wants du Plessis versus Adesanya, and you can't take too much of that into account when you're looking at a fight like this. But he's +360. Like, you kind of expect to not hit that bet, but if it does hit, it's like, okay, I found the value there. So that's kind of where I'm at. But what are you thinking?
Yeah, it is interesting. And I see a lot of people shitting on du Plessis, he beat Derek Brunson. But if you really think about Brunson, like, the dude was on a 5-fight win streak before the Cannonier fight, which was only one fight before Dricus. And he is older. And Brunson is able to go out there in the first round and just put this pace on dudes that tires them out. It makes them, almost break. And then he'll find the win as the fight goes on, or by decision. Du Plessis was able to survive and weather all that, and then come out and find the knockout of his own in the second round. Like, people shit on who he's fought and stuff, but man, he's doing exactly what he needs to against these guys the UFC's giving him. Darren Till, I mean, all of these guys. He's going out there, he's finishing dudes, and he's showing that he can compete. I mean, Brunson knocked down Jared Cannonier just the fight before du Plessis. So Brunson's not a scrub that people try to make him out to be, in my opinion. And he's a damn good wrestler too. And Dricus, like you said, was able to get up from under him. Robert Whittaker, though, it surprises me that the guy's only, 32 or 33. He seems like he's older than that, just because of his experience, his fights in the UFC, how long he's been in the UFC. And this dude's beaten some phenomenal names. Uriah Hall, Brad Tavares, he's beat Brunson, Jacare Souza. I mean, Yoel Romero twice. The dude's fought everybody. And he does show that, if your name's not Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker's always the rightful favorite. And his skills are, second to Izzy, and that's about it. The one thing that, if you're on Dricus du Plessis, that I wish I could say is that, okay, I'm going to place a bet on Dricus because Robert Whittaker's overlooking him. But you can tell Robert Whittaker is not overlooking this dude at all. You can tell he's locked in. He knows that he's a good fighter. He knows that if he wants a shot to ever win the title against Izzy, he's got to focus in and beat this dude on Saturday. And I think he will be prepared. I think he does get it done, but if you're Dricus, man, you got to make this fight dirty and you give yourself a shot, because du Plessis is a big dude. He's strong. He hits hard. and he scraps. I mean, he comes in there and he doesn't shy away from a fight at all. And that's how he's got to fight Whittaker. Because if he just plays that outside striking game, Whittaker's defense is some of the best at middleweight on the feet. His offense, he's accurate, he's super technical, and he's hard to deal with if you fall into that boxing game with him. So, yeah, man, du Plessis got to come in, close the distance, and make it 30.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's got to like just kind of wear on him.
Right.
As weird as that is to say, because people always shit on Dricus's cardio, but he's got to use kind of the size and the strength. If he just sits at like boxing range, kickboxing range with Whittaker, could he catch him? Sure, but it's probably not where you want to be. And I mean, if you look at the stats, I know they are against like very different opponents, but Dricus 6.72 strikes landed per minute, 3.7 absorbed, and Robert Whittaker 4.48 landed, 3.26 absorbed. So, I mean, the activity by the numbers looks like it's on du Plessis' side. Also lands 2.83 takedowns per 15 minutes. I said it on my post today. It's like it's a 3-round fight. You just got to win 2 rounds, and those 2 rounds that you win don't have to be necessarily like clear rounds that you win. So, you know, if this goes to a decision and it's somewhat of a close fight, I wouldn't be shocked if du Plessis gets the nod. But yeah, I mean, Whittaker should be a favorite for sure. And I don't know if he should be this big of a favorite, but he should be, you know, a clear favorite for sure. So I mean, for the sake of the show, I'm going to go with Whittaker. But I just think people are shitting on du Plessis for not too great of reasons. Just one last thing. I mean, du Plessis or Derek Brunson was 1 fight away from a title shot. Like if he beats Jared Cannonier, he's fighting Israel Adesanya for the title. And just 1 fight after that, du Plessis fought him. So there's that. But, yeah.
He just had nose surgery too.
Yeah, he's got the nose surgery, and the cardio could be well improved. So we'll see.